We are on. What's up, folks? How are you? How are you on this fine, oh, look at that light. Fine Thursday evening. I'm all smiles, but I'm also on a very serious note. Under an hour today. Got to do it. Got to be under an hour today. So, welcome to the Thursday evening non-private Laboom Squad meeting. It's the fourth one. Come on in, folks. Come on in. We locked up. No way. I never really, I never know what to expect on these invitations that are labeled Laboom Squad. So how's it going? How's it going, folks? Those of you that are still living on Facebook, how's it going there? LinkedIn, how's it going on LinkedIn? Hey guys. This is unbelievable, LinkedIn. We're not going to talk about that today. We're going to actually talk about turning you into a superhero. A couple of things I want to say right off the bat. Well, what do you think of my superheroes? The light is glaring, but can you identify them? I'm that guy. Don't take that spot. That's Superman. I've been told I look like Superman when I have short hair. But the short hair isn't happening now, is it? Let's go. Enough's enough. Today it's more than painting a vision. For this week and next week, it's still open to the public, these sessions. We kind of went deep into LinkedIn the past couple of weeks. I want to take a breath because we're really going to go through the structure of what we are doing in the 3 months. Are you going to have actionable steps? I'll give you some stuff to do today, for sure. Are you going to learn anything? Yeah, you're going to learn a lot of stuff tonight, but is it going to be implementational like the following 3 months, guys? Who's in the Laboom Squad? Who's a Laboomer? Put it in the chat, please. I see you guys. Where are you from? Let's mix it all up. Where are you from? Where are you from? And are you a Laboomer? In other words, are you joining us on this 3-month journey? I'm going to tell you guys how I'm closing, by the way. I'm going to be closing a bunch of people in the next week. When I say closing, I mean inviting people to join us into becoming superheroes. It will take 3 months to grant you your superpowers. So we're going to define what I mean by superhero. And we're going to define what I mean by helping others become superheroes. So let's begin with a few facts really quick. It's got to be under an hour. I'm looking at the time. We're like almost 2 minutes in, so we got to roll. We're going to talk about tonight, we're obviously going to talk about the octo content model. We always will. We're always going to refer to it. We're going to talk about what the end result is in the 3 months, what we're going to attack first, and try to get you guys to maybe create a piece of content before we begin on week 1. So just to be clear, on the 23rd of January, that session is closed. It's not open to the public. So you can't invite to it. It's only going to be in the group. You'll get the invite link in the group. You are not to share it. Yeah, the links will be, we're gonna tag you in a certain way where people can't get into those live webinars. So those are locked up webinars on the 23rd and on, and they're extremely implementational. So we're going to be doing a lot of work. So am I going to only be painting a vision today? I'm going to be very clear on what we're getting done. And I'm so excited about it because I'm, in fact, doing it now. The work I'm doing behind the scenes right now is getting the weeks done, getting the implementations done to the octo content model. First thing we're doing is we're building your house, your blog. I don't know if you guys could see that, but we're building your blog. There will be a lot of variety. There will be a variety of people in the 3-month boot camp. It's not boot camp, it's a mentorship program. It's more than that. It's an implementational workshop. It's an implementational workshop. We're going to work. We're doing technical stuff. Are you going to learn? Of course you're going to learn. There's no better way to learn something than do it. But let's talk about the end result. I want you to leave tonight and be so excited about building this thing that you're one smidgen as excited as me. Who's excited? Do you guys know what's going on? Do you know what we're doing? It's kind of, I always show the octo content model, but let's be very clear. You're an entrepreneur, correct, right? You're selling something, correct, right? Correct? Yes, just say yes or no. If you're not selling something, you need to sell something. I say that all the time. It's something it's going to be a reoccurring statement of mine. You need to be selling something. If you're not currently selling something, that's okay, because we're building your brand, and we're building your audience, and we're building your list. So whenever you contact your list with whatever it is you have, when you have it, or whenever you switch something up, whether it's a product or service, you need to provide something in exchange for money. So you are selling something. I'll make that assumption, okay? Now, the only two things that matter, and I'm gonna ask you guys this. Okay, awesome, we have some engagement. Hey, listen, I want to say that these two following questions will be used for input. I'm looking. I need this input. So the first one, I'll make the assumption. Would you like to sell more stuff? You don't have to put yes, I want to sell more stuff. Actually, you know what? Are we clear that the end result is not for you to get more views or more likes or to be more recognized? These are all byproducts. These things must happen. We must implement these things in order to sell more stuff. Okay? Right? We're all in agreeance, right? That's a word, I hope, in agreeance that we want to sell more stuff. Done. I spent time on that because we have to be clear here. That's the end result of this whole thing. Number two, and this is a legit question I want to know. Selling more stuff will get done. What will get done? Just after the 3 months, you will sell more stuff because you're building your audience and you can sell them stuff, okay? Building your audience means sell more stuff in the end. I was going to say cut, not cut. I'm going to go off the path just for a second. I have a list. If I contact people on my list and I say to my list, because if you're saying, what does audience building have to do with selling more stuff? I have a list of people that watch me all the time. I make sure they do. And I have different segments. Without complicating things, I have a list. A list is a list of emails of people that contact you, that you contact regularly to send them content or value. If I contact people on my list that know me, that recognize me, that watch my stuff, do you think the odds are better that if I contact them and I say, I'm about to do something that I'm super freaking pumped up about it, would you like to take a look? This Thursday we're meeting. You got a special invitation. Do you want to come and check it out? I can only let 100 people in. Are they more likely? Are they all going to say yes? Are they all going to buy my stuff? No, they're not. Not at all. But are the odds better than if I just put an ad to strangers, or if I cold call, or if I, even worse, I put up a post on social media? Are the odds better? Yeah, of course they're better. So when our goal is to give you a superpower, which I'm about to get to, which what makes you a superhero, is the ability to generate audience members. That's your superpower. That was the path I took, because here's the question I have for you. Well, I'm pretty well I'm more on track than I'm used to being. I went off a little. I took a side note. We'll call them side notes. And I came back. Oh, we're good. About 10 minutes. That's okay. Number 2. Who is interested in helping? Let's assume you have the superpower. To be a superhero in entrepreneurship, let's make that clear. Right now, I won't have to revisit it. We'll get this out of the way. We're creating superheroes in the next 3 months. What's going to be your superpower to make you a superhero? The ability to build your audience automatically on autopilot pretty much every day. Would you agree with me that that's a heck of a superpower? If you wake up in the morning and every day you got 100 new people on your list, 10 new people, I don't care, 50, 1,000. Right now I'm at 2,000 pretty much. But then there's filtering to that. Like there's maybe duds. We're trying to eliminate that. Here I go. See, this is where I got to slow myself down. I don't want to get into the I'm actually looking at my Aweber right now. That's my email responder. Those are my leads. I don't want to go too technical and too implementational today. I just want it to be clear that I want to. So would you say that, yeah. So the ability to build your audience for whatever niche the niche is you. We'll get into that. I can take a lot of tangents here, which is why we need 3 months. But at the end of the day, the niche is you. People that follow you, tune into you regularly because you solve some problems with content, is acquiring new audience members, whether it's 10 or whether it's 100, every single day that you can contact, and they'll somewhat know, like, and trust you. That's really simply put. I'm kind of proud with that the end result there. Would you agree that superpower, that ability to acquire audience members every day is a superpower? Would that make you a superhero? It would. As an entrepreneur, that ability, that skill, the fact that this is just happening, you're getting new audience, your list is growing every single day. Selling to them is a whole different ball game, but you're going to have to sell anyways. Would you rather sell to people on your list or strangers? You with me? Or don't get me into friends and family. We're not ever going to go there in that topic. We're not prospecting anymore. They're coming to us. Okay. So you agree that's a superpower. Okay. Now, who here, finally, I'm going to spit it out. Once you have your superpower, who here would like to help others get that superpower? That's an interesting question. You're going to be selling your stuff. You're going to be selling your products, your services to your audience members all the time, over and over again. As a matter of fact, it gets easier and easier to the same people. They become regular buyers. Okay. Now, would you like to teach others on how to get that superpower? Because I'm going to explain something really, really quick, and I'm going to make this one quick. I'm going to give you the example of the shovel. Here we go. Who's ready to illustrate a concept with a shovel? So yes, a lot of you want to help people. If you know how to do something well, would you like, if you get a superpower, it's audience building through brand, through your personal brand. Would you like to help others do the same? Would you like to help others become a superhero, providing them with that superpower? Yes, you would. Of course you would. It's awesome. Now, I'm going to talk about money. Can we talk about money? You guys okay with talking about money? Disclaimer, we're going to talk about dollar bills, y'all. I'm going to take a sip of tea. Can we talk about money? Am I okay to talk about money? Say yes. I need approval. So the FTC doesn't say, all that guy talks about is making money. The example of the shovel is, I'm going to get it wrong. I think I read it somewhere. It may have been about, you can teach a man to fish and he'll eat for a day. Or you can give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. Or you teach him to fish and he'll eat forever. It's not quite the same, but it's kind of one of those. I have a shovel. you have a shovel. Let's pretend you have a shovel, and you know how to use your shovel, and the shovel digs for gold. It's a gold digging shovel. When you're in possession of this shovel and you know how to use the shovel, well, you make sales. You cultivate gold. Okay, that's the example. If you know how to use that shovel well, you're going to make a lot of money because you know how to use the shovel well. Audience build. Audience build. Superpower. Now, are you going to make more money using that shovel well by yourself, or are you going to make more money selling those shovels? You'll make more money selling those shovels. I have a friend of mine who does Airbnb. He teaches, just really quick, side note again. This is important. This is very important because you're going to go on the hero's journey in the next 3 months. And once you visualize this and you understand what we're going to do, we're going to turn you into a superhero so that you can in turn turn others into superheroes and make the most money possible by selling the shovels, by teaching people how to do what you're doing. So what do you think? The Airbnb, the friend of mine who does Airbnb, he signs leases on places. He makes agreements with people who are renting out their places or their rooms, and then he puts it on Airbnb. I don't know the concept. It's pretty simple. I just kind of said it. And when he puts it on Airbnb, because he's selling it in chunks, because of the lease he pays for it, those chunks that he sells for, he like quintuples his money. No, 10x is his money. So if he pays $1,000 a month for a place, well then he'll sell that place for whatever, a couple of hundred a day. And even if he only like books a quarter of them or half of those days on Airbnb, he doubles his money, triples his money. It's ridiculous profit. So he started doing that and made a ton of money. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. I don't want to drop his name. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Anyways, he started making a course and teaching others on how to do that. And he says he doesn't even do that anymore. Because by teaching it and getting so many success stories, it pays way more in his pocket. Whoa, okay, now that went a little long. So for the next 3 months, we are creating heroes. Now we're going to talk about the actual work we're going to do in the next 3 months, and I'll get you started with content. Who here has got a blog? Let's start there. That's our home. I'm going to just go through this really, really quick. There's so many discoveries I've done while I'm building this thing. Let's start here. This is your blog. Who here has got a blog? And if you've got a blog, say I've got a blog. If you've got a blog, okay. We're building a blog in this 3 months. The first month, unfortunately, guys, it's not unfortunate. It's very fortunate that you have me for this. I'm going to share with you what my blog looks like now. I wake up so excited right now at my blog because anyone who lands on my, it's not ready. Well, we're going to go through it. You'll see it's under construction, big time, but that's what we're going to build first. This is your online resume. It's like for everything. It's your content library. I refer to it as a clog instead of a blog, which is weblog. That's what blog comes from. I'll talk about that when I share my screen because I want to show you guys what to expect and what you're about to build and how this clog, I call it a clog because content library, content log instead of weblog, it's actually going to be like a YouTube channel of your own, completely independent from social media, way more usable, and finding information is a piece of cake, and it's all you. It's kind of like, instead of going to YouTube, where people are all distracted by all your stuff, you're going to have your content organized in such an organized fashion, and it's all you, and it's also, there's no ads, there's no distractions. It's kind of what Ellen DeGeneres did for EllenTube. You guys ever go to EllenTube? It's like YouTube, but for Ellen. Only Ellen's stuff, but it's not even all her. It's like just stuff that she she adds in herself. This, imagine having literally a YouTube of you. And on the YouTube of you, you build your audience, you build your audience, you build your audience on that YouTube of you. Anyone who lands on that, what if, oh my God, I'm blowing myself away. By Facebook temporarily shutting me down is blowing me away. What if you could have a piece of code on your home that captures audience members? So everyone on Facebook, you could show yourself in their timeline. What if on the same home, the same blog, you can have an insight tag? What that is the exact same thing as a Facebook pixel. What if? We will. I'm blowing my own mind as I'm building this behind the scenes. These are the things we're going to do. And just by me saying this to you right now, some people are going to say, well, give me some content. Give me some content, Mark. Like, when are you going to get to it? Get to it. Come on. So don't be so vague. I'm going to tell you 3 things. You can have on your blog, in the head tag, this right here, what I'm telling you right now, is worth its weight in gold. I don't care if you do it or if you don't do it. We're going to do it in the 3 months. We're going to do everything. We're going to create this octopus, which is your octopus legs going to social media, sucking up audience members full time for you. I don't want to go through it right now because many of you already know it. I'll refer to it before we share the screen. But what if you had a Facebook pixel code installed in your head tag, which means anyone lands on your home, many things are going to happen here. Let's start with, bloop, they go in your Facebook audience. Number 2, on the same page, you also have what's called an insight tag. That's the LinkedIn code. So now you could show yourself to anybody on LinkedIn. And it's on the same blog. So someone lands on your blog once, oh, you got them there, you got them there. And what if you could do the same for YouTube? And then on top of that, on this thing, what you can have is an email field, a field for emails, just to never miss a post again. And then you can make that really attractive. What if you had a webinar invite too? That would be the same thing. That would be what's called an email capture. So right now, they come to your page. Number 1, they go into your Facebook custom audience. Number 2, they go into your Limp Bizkit LinkedIn insight tag, which is just like a Facebook pixel. Number 3, if they watch a YouTube video, because that's what we integrate, if they push play on your blog, bing, YouTube knows that they saw your video. So next time they go on YouTube, guess who you can show yourself to? But even better, you know Google owns YouTube, right? That means when they're doing searches on Google, Facebook is, we're barely going to talk about Facebook. The results I'm getting now and what I'm implementing are blowing my mind. I now understand how Sam Ovens is going to make $50 million next year. I understand it. People go on Google and YouTube, and he's not even on LinkedIn. Like, I mean, what we're doing here, guys, and gals in the Laboom Squad, what we're doing in the next 3 months it's not being done. If it is, we don't know it. If it is, we don't know it. When you see somebody all the time, and you see them all the time on LinkedIn and on Google and on YouTube and on Facebook, there are very few who have mastered that. Welcome to the club. You guys are all going to have it done too. In the Laboom Squad, this is why it's going to take 3 months, guys. So, there you have it. This is what we're building. So it's no longer just a Facebook pixel. The Laboom Squad's getting better and better and better and better. Like what we're about to do here. It's going to be a lot of work. Okay, so now we're talking. That's what I will demonstrate today. What I just told you right now, those of you that are not in the squad, you have a lot of information here already to go running. If I was watching this crazy Canadian guy and I just bumped into him online and I heard him say what I just said, I'd immediately be going, okay, Google, how do I do a pixel on LinkedIn? Can I put it on the same page? How do I do that on YouTube as well? So these are the things we're going to be attacking. But I would figure it out if I wasn't in the Laboom Squad. If you're in the Laboom Squad, I want you to treat the next 3 months. I'm not going to hold you accountable. I can't. We're almost 100 people in there. I can believe. I'm kind of happy that we're less than 100 people. So I may take some QA today, but what I want to do is I want to finish up by giving you I got to give you the hero's journey, okay? I'm going to give you the hero's journey, and I'm going to do it with a diagram. I never saw Star Wars. Do you guys know I was going to say, do you know what Star Wars is? Any Star Wars fans here? I never saw Star Wars. I should probably watch it. Every time I say that, people are like, you never saw Star Wars before? Same thing with The Matrix. They're always like, you never saw The Matrix? One of these days, they probably have them on Netflix. One of these days, I'm going to watch Star Wars. And I'm going to watch The Matrix. But, because everyone's freaking out on The Matrix. Apparently, it's a good movie. I'm a Keanu Reeves fan. Look at my hair, obviously. But yeah, I went on a tangent. Not a tangent. I veered off a little bit because I have a mentor. Her name is Gina. She's a huge influencer, and I'm being coached by her. I was with her yesterday. I was with her live yesterday, for real live, and she used the hero's journey to coach me on how to become a superhero. To coach me on how to become a superhero. So guys, I need you to. I know we're almost half an hour, but this is very important. Not for you to take action, for you to just listen. Pay attention. Please, please. I'm being coached by the best of the best right now, in different sources. I'm not much of a, I'm not going to be braggalicious about it, but I'm getting some pretty advanced coaching stuff right now. Gina is one of the best at creating this superpower that I'm about to acquire and become that guy. I am in turn teaching the Laboom Squad, but not only teaching you what I'm learning from everything I'm learning currently to build my house of gold, the blog, my blog that does everything I told you about. There's more, but just wait, there's more. I'm going to build it with you guys. You're like, when I say you're on this journey with me, I mean like you're not. It's not a figurative. I'm not saying that figuratively. I'm saying that literally. We're going to be building this together. So right now, what I will do is I'm going to do two things. I want to make sure. I did it. I painted the picture of what we're going to do. Just let's go through the octo model quick, because some of you may not understand the value of this. Am I going to sell you on the octo content model? Go to octocontent.com/affiliates, or just octocontent.com, I believe. I'm telling you guys right now, next week, I'm going to be contacting people one-on-one on LinkedIn, yo. LinkedIn is the best. So for the affiliates who are in the Laboom Squad, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you exactly. No, I'm not going to show. I'm going to tell you right now what I'm doing. I'm going to say, are you with us for the next 3 months? Are you excited? Are you joining us for the next 3 months? That's how I'm going to open it up. For the octo content 3-month implementation workshop, or I'm going to start off like that. I'll be like, it's the octo content model. Syndicating our content to the 8 platforms, creating our podcast, getting on Alexa with flash briefings. We're going to be syndicating on iTunes, Alexa, SoundCloud, creating a podcast from scratch. We're going to be doing that. Are you in that thing are you in that? Because I'm in that. We start in January. I'm super pumped up. Are you in it? They're going to ask you what it is. We're syndicating to YouTube, to Facebook, to Instagram, to LinkedIn, to Twitter. That's all being done with like a 20-minute video. is getting all chopped up into pieces, and we're doing that over 3 months. So then moving forward, every time I want to send out a video, or every time I make a 20-minute video, we call it an octopus. That's why it's called the octo content model. We give it to our octopus and it spits it out. That may sound a little salesy, but guys, when I get excited, I get like a little bit of Gary Vee in me without the swearing, but I get like very excited about what's about to happen. And when that content goes out and brings people back to what I just described to you, this blog, wait till I show it to you guys. I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm just going to say that's how I open the conversation, and then I tell them. In any sales, you got to come up with these 3 things. You can make them up. Get creative. There must be a reason why. There must be scarcity, and there must be urgency. Any professional salesperson that's watching this, I met some people on LinkedIn, a lot of y'all. So if you're seeing this replay, are we half an hour in? Okay, I gotta move quick. If you're seeing this replay, always do that. Always have that in write them down. Like my reason why would be, just make up a reason why, make up scarcity, and make up urgency. Make them up. You can make them up. You could just be creative. Be creative. Great salespeople are extremely creative. Reason why, an example of that would be, because we're starting on the 23rd, because we're starting soon, we're only able to let another half dozen people in, and this ends tomorrow. What I've done there is, the reason why is because we're starting soon. Reason why? The reason why, scarcity. We're only letting half a dozen people in. That's scarcity. The number is scarce, limited amount. And then urgency, only until tomorrow. Now I just made those up quick. You make up whatever you want because it's my birthday today. But there must be a reason why, number 1. There's another tip for you in any sales. It's just some people are like, oh, come on, get to it. And I'm like, just rewind this replay. I just said a bunch of stuff it's all in there. Rewatch this replay. I said a lot of stuff tonight. There's a lot of stuff in between the lines that I just dropped. And as I'm saying it, I'm like, I wonder if they're catching this. I wonder if they're going to implement this. But for now, let me show you. Yeah, that's what I do. I open up the conversation and then I guide them to my affiliate page. Okay? octocontent.com/whatever your link is. If you're an affiliate, if you're a Laboom Squad member, fudge, get ready, yo. Get ready. Put in the work. It's only for 3 months, guys? This is important because I know some of you, and this is important. There's a reason why it's not free. Well, first of all, I don't want to create this kind of competition for myself. I don't want to. I don't need it. I want to go to the top. And those of you in the Laboom Squad, you're about to get. We're going to do. I already said too much. I already said too much for a free webinar right now. I really did. I've given my share of free, but now this is other level stuff, guys. This is other level stuff. This is the octopus. I'm telling you, we're going to have 100 octopi floating around there. We won't, unfortunately. Well, I think we're 84 of us. If you want in, get in. It's under $100. You have to get in if you're not in. If you're an entrepreneur, I got news for you, baby. And I'm saying that to the men too. I'm not being like condescending or sexist or whatever. I'm just saying, hey baby, listen up. Like I'm saying, social media, that's it. Social media is it. That's it. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. And it'll be social media. It's taking over. Like, I don't know, Judgment Day and Terminator. Social media is it. So with that being said, you must provide content on all the platforms. I don't care what you sell. We already made that clear. If you're an entrepreneur, you're selling, get in this thing. If you don't have an affiliate, just contact me. Just contact me. Find my name. My name's in the drop-down list. You know my name. It's because I don't need the money. I don't need the money, but I don't need I rather give commission. I rather you guys get I'm really big on the superpower thing, passing it on. Let's go through the hero's journey. Look at that, over half an hour. I'm going to go through the hero's journey in 15 minutes. Then I'm going to 10 minutes. It's going to be really loosey-goosey because I never saw Star Wars, and my mentor Gina used Star Wars. So I'm going to try to, let's go. And then after that, you should be jumping around in your chair. You should be super pumped up. What do I want you to do from being pumped up? I want you to start creating content to solve problems. Content to solve problems that you've had in your life and talk about your experiences on how you solve them. Don't worry about your niche. We'll get to that. Gary says something that I love so much about him. I love certain things about certain leaders and mentors. But Gary Vaynerchuk says, just do these things, like when he was saying Musically or certain platforms he really told you to dive into and they failed. He said, well, just do it anyways, because even if it's not something that's going to take off, the emotion of doing it, you'll just get better at it. You'll get little things from it. Kind of like when I do my selfie talkies. No one's going to see most of them, but I get better at public speaking. So just produce content that's what I want you to do today. I mean, right now, that's the main thing. We're not building your blog yet. You can go ahead and knock yourself out and start building your blog if you want. I'm going to show you what mine looks like. It looks easy. You say, oh, that looks easy to do. It ain't easy. I don't know what you guys think about me, but I had a hell of a hard time. You guys are lucky. You're lucky. You're lucky. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into what's going to be easy for you come week 1. When I go, click here, drag this, go to settings, go drag that left 1 inch, then bring it down a 1/4 inch. It says 29.6. You want it there so you can see it on all browsers, on all mobile devices. This is where you want it. When I'm going to tell you guys to do that, you'll be like, oh, that was easy. Yeah, it was easy for you. I'm telling you guys, I want to add value to what you're about to experience so that you guys do it. I have to detach myself from that outcome. I'm going to see who's doing the work. I'm not going to spank anybody. Well, I don't know. It depends. Just for fun. Okay, easy. I'm not going to call anybody out and say, why aren't you doing the work? It's not like that. It's not one-on-one coaching. It's not at all like that. But I will observe. I'm very interested to see who's doing what I'm doing, because I'll be doing the things and I'll be making it super short. I'll give you guys a super shortcut. So let's go on the hero's journey, because that's what was promised. And I love the illustration that Gina is a boss, man. At first I was like, I don't know. You never know if people how smart they are, right? Like people who look at me, I don't know if you guys think I'm smart, but you look at me, I don't look smart at all. I know, I can see myself. And it's like, who's this guy? Like, a charlatan. He's just talking a lot of BS. But when I first see people, I never really know. This girl, she's blowing my mind. I'm telling you right now, she's my mentor. I'm on course with her right now. I'm actually, next session is maybe tomorrow morning, I think. And you guys are getting it. Ready? Hero's Journey. I'm sharing my screen. Then I'm going to share with you my blog. That's how excited I am. Here we go. Let me know, please, when you see my screen. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Ordinary world and special world. Do you guys see that right there? With Gina in the corner. Hey, you know what I'm going to do? I've got the clip here. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this. I never asked her, but this is kind of it is a closed webinar actually. Only the registrants are going to get the replay. So there is no way I can explain the hero's journey better than Gina. And this is what inspired today, because I'm taking a course. Yes, it's a paid course. I'm on course right now. It's called Community Design. So for the Laboom Squad, we are a close community that's not on Facebook. It's not a Facebook group, for those of you who are unaware. And I'm lacking in that expertise of community design, community engagement, building a tribe. It's a little different than nurturing your audience. So to keep things short, because I really do want to stay under the hour, this is Star Wars themed. And as I told you guys, I never saw Star Wars. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the clip and let Gina explain it. Is that cool? She's not live here. This is part of a paid course. So I don't know, like I said, I wouldn't share this all over the web, but this is not really the guts of it. However, it's how I envision the Laboom Squad. You have the ordinary world up there, which is where you guys are all there right now, non-heroes. Once you go through the special world, when you come back out of the special world, back in the ordinary world, you then have superpowers. And that special world at the bottom, it symbolizes your 3 months on our journey in the Laboom Squad. So those of you who know Star Wars, this will make a lot of sense. Those of you who don't, it's okay. She illustrates it perfectly. I got it. I totally got it. I clicked with this. So I'm going to let her speak for a bit. She's not live. This is a recording, so you can't communicate with her. But I'll come back after, and I'll go through the 1 through 12 in about literally 1 minute and kind of compare what she says to how I see it in the Laboom Squad. So here we go. I'll let her speak. I'll allow her to speak. Here we go.
How many of you have heard of the hero's journey? Raise your hand in the chat if you've heard of the hero's journey. Wonderful. So Jana, Elle, Jeff, you guys are with me. So it turns out people have been around for a couple thousand years, and no matter where you are in the world and the tribes that we grew up, in and have evolved into, there's only like 3 stories that exist out there, and almost down to a single culture or place in the world, there is the story structure around our hero and the hero's journey. And so here's the basic structure or outline of the hero's journey. Our hero, I'm going to use my favorite hero, Luke Skywalker, even though I think he's a little bit of a pill, but Luke Skywalker, Star Wars, starts out in the ordinary world living with his aunt and uncle. He sees something going on. There's the call to adventure. He refuses the call to that adventure. Bad things happen. He meets his mentor in Obi-Wan Kenobi. And Obi-Wan and Luke Skywalker leave his home planet to enter this special world and go on their journey, go on their adventure. So he crosses, our hero Luke crosses the threshold, meets his allies in Princess Leia, Han Solo, Chewbacca, R2-D2, C-3PO, and together they are tested. They have their enemy. Now, in our case, for communities, sometimes the enemy is just that habit or that thing that you can't actually get over or build a habit around a better habit around on your own. In the case of Star Wars, though, we've got an evil empire and Darth Vader, who's legit a bad guy. Together, this group of allies take on different tests, go in and have their big ordeal or take on the biggest challenge. They seize the sword. They actually come out the other side of that ordeal successful. They achieve the rewards that they are seeking to achieve. They come back into the ordinary world transformed and transform the people around them. So when you think about what we're building here, something really special happens. The ordinary world for our member, for our hero, is the life that they have versus the life that they want. And they are willing, with you as the mentor, you as the host, to follow you into your special world that you are creating, the allies that you're bringing together, the tests that you are creating and laying out for people, such that your members go through the special world and the community is used as this special transformative world, that then they come out the other side with the results and transformation that they want in their own lives and the ability to impact the world around them. It's pretty exciting when you think about that being what you are doing when you create and lay out a community that is so valuable that you can charge for it, and so well designed that it essentially runs itself, because it's not just about your content, it's not just about your time. You are creating the conditions by which that person, our hero, is able to meet their allies, take on tests together, address their fears in that ordeal, and come out the other side transformed in the ways that they want to be transformed.
Okay, there we go. I'm going to cut it off right there. That's enough for the overview of what I see the Laboom Squad as. Did that kind of make sense to you guys? Coming in from the ordinary world, going through the 3 months, implementing our octo, building and implementing our octo content model, then coming back out in the ordinary world, and you've got your superpowers. A couple of things I want to say is that I am so freaking proud about what's going on already. I'm supposed to give you guys props. This comes later. Gina lets us know. So congratulations, everybody. I like what you're doing so far. I would love even more engagement. I know there's nothing really going on at this point because we haven't started implementing. But in the future, what we're going to do is we are going to have assignments being submitted in the group. So it's going to get really, really, really hot in there. It's going to get really amazing. I am completely stepping back so you guys can post in there. You know that. The only thing, I think some Zoom meetings were being put in there. I'm not sure. I just heard Stephanie was mentioning that. I really am stepping back. I may come and take a gander every now and again, but once we start going, I'll be in there and being more involved. Obviously, I'll be checking your homework, but please don't bring people out of that group if that's okay. Okay, guys? If you're inviting people to other webinars, that would not be a good thing, because there's a lot of Laboom Squad members that could probably get distracted. We meet every Thursday. That's going to be our meeting time. So no MLM webinars or no webinars whatsoever. If you guys want to do any kind of support or you want to help each other, here's how you would do it. You would record a video. I really want to I will step back on this, but here's how we do it. You're to record a video, maybe a training video, and we want to submit it in the group. It doesn't need to get approved, but the point is people will comment and participate within the group. We don't want to take people out of the group for other webinars or Zooms. Okay, guys? So let's do this. Number 1, ordinary world. That's where we all are, including myself. Call to adventure. You're in it. If you're not in the Laboom Squad, I'll show you how to get in a second. We are actually, are we doing good on time? Yes, we're still under the hour. That's your call to adventure. Your refusal of the call would be not coming into the Laboom Squad. Then number 4, meeting the mentor. Hello, here I am. I'm the mentor, but you guys will all be the mentor. We're going to get that number 6 right here as we move along. Crossing the threshold. That's if you are a Laboomer. Go ahead and say I. Let's do this again. Say, I'm a Laboomer. Put it in the chat, please. Number 6, your allies, your enemies, okay? Enemies, oh, they're going to come. They're really going to come. And again, I'm on this journey with you. You may see me as your mentor, your leader in this whole journey, in this special world, but I'm in it to win it with you. I'm in the trenches with you. So we will have challenges. I mean, we may have to fail forward one or two of the weeks, but we're going to get it all done. We're going to collaborate, which is the allies. She says, what, Mr. Obi-Wan Kimosabi? Obi-Wan Kenobi. We got Princess Leia, Han Solo, Chewbacca. How's that? That's my Chewbacca impression. I had to find an opportunity to let him drop. And we're going to have enemies, which will be our own inabilities, our own fears, our inabilities to take action based on our fears. I think that'll be the big one, because we're going to be very content heavy. So we're in it together. We're there to support each other. Approach the inmost cave. Yes, we're kind of, from what I take from this, is we're going into some dark places that we've never really gone before. For example, creating the podcast, creating the Alexa flash briefings, doing all the voice content, doing what we're doing. None of us have really done before. I don't think many people can take a 20-minute piece of content, cut it up into 25 pieces of content, and spit it out on 8 different platforms automatically, pretty much, once the octopus is ready to go. The ordeal, okay, we're again with challenges as we move along. The reward, number 9, seizing the sword. That's basically where we're going to have our machine built, and we'll be implementing it, spitting out the content. The roadblock, the road back. Oh, that's going to be fun. The road back's going to probably be fun to watch. That's probably where we're going to gather testimonials. The resurrection is when you come out of this alive. We're all coming out alive, by the way. When you come out of this alive, your resurrection back into the ordinary world with the octo content model built, your strategy in place, your 20-minute DMO, it's actually a WMO, weekly method of operation, you will be resurrected and you will have superpowers. You're returning with the elixir, whatever that is. Is that a sword in Star Wars, I guess? I thought I heard her say that. And there you are. That's the journey we're all going to go through in the Laboom Squad. How cool is this illustration? It just rung so true to me. So, who's coming in number 5 and crossing that threshold? Before you guys take action, if you're not already in the Laboom Squad, those of you who are in the Laboom Squad, here's what I'm going to do, because we will make it under the hour. I'm super pumped about this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to give you guys a glimpse of my blog right now. Who wants to see it? Who wants to see it? And what that's going to do, well, let's just go. Let me share my screen right now, and then I'm going to talk about it, and then I'll tell you guys where to go if you're not yet in the Laboom Squad. Here we go. Okay, can you guys see it? TheWealthyTrainer.com Spam Fest, Pitch Fest. The truth is, guys, this is the template we will run through on the Laboom Squad journey. You guys are going to be able to modify it to your liking, but it's very newspaper-like. I love it. I love the menus. I love the structure. As you'll see, it's literally like your own YouTube channel. But what I want to specify is that I can't go through every possible theme, every possible option. Yes, we're using the Wix platform. If you have your own blog, power to you. What I recommend you do is still hook up this free blog, because what's going to happen is you can have 2 blogs. You can have 2 blogs. As you build this with us, You're going to learn so much that you can apply to your existing blog. A lot of it is all the concepts, okay? You can upload videos to your own blog, but why wouldn't you build this with us? What if you look at the statistics in the back, you look at the back office of the Wix Premium, and you say, you know what? What if I feel like upgrading to $12 a month? Like some of you will. Make sure you grab my affiliate link, right? I'm just kidding. That's a joke. But you may just do the free one and say, you know what? I want all the statistics. I love the way this looks. I love the simplicity of not having WordPress. Okay, that sounded like a pitch. I used up 2 minutes saying that. Let's go through what it looks like. So what I've done is I've created categories with subcategories. We'll get into all what you want your categories to be. Yeah, we'll get into that in the Laboom Squad. I just want to show you guys a glimpse. So what I've got is I've got categories. Within the categories, I've got subcategories. And within these, check out how this looks. If I go here, look at this. Look how cool this is. It's literally like my own YouTube channel, guys. How crazy is that? People could watch the videos right here. Or, because a lot of people don't.
Are we live? Are we?
Now these are settings you can set up yourself. You can also have a large size video, and then you have a description. We're going to talk about what to put in your descriptions. I'm going to go to interviews here because this is also like, look at this. I love this so much. Look at that. It's literally like having your own YouTube channel of all you. This is what you want to build. Now, I've only put a few pieces of content, so if you keep coming here to check it out as I move along, like tomorrow or the day after, I'm populating this sucker like crazy. And you can take any content you want off my website and replicate it for yourself for ideas. I love, oh, the shows are going to be epic. You're going to have your own show. We're going to create your own show in the Laboom Squad. Shows are extremely addictive for people to tune into. But remember a few things here. There are pixels all in this website. People are getting tracked when they land here. Also keep in mind there are no distractions from YouTube. Also keep in mind you own this. This is yours. No social media can. I'm considering removing these because I don't want people to go from here to social media. I want to use my octopus to bring people back here. So, see these forms? You guys are filling this out like crazy and I haven't done anything. This is your list. But this is just the default form. What I'm saying is we're going to create some cool banners all over your blog. So your blog will be an advertisement for whatever you want to do. For those of you that are authors, I know some of you are authors in Laboom Squad books, you customize it the way you want. And don't you think, like, I'm going to ask you guys, don't you think this is much more navigatable and less confusing than trying to find videos or content on somebody's Facebook page or on somebody's LinkedIn profile or even on somebody's YouTube channel? You pick a category, you get the category, and that's it. That's all there is to it. Is random hacks. Like, these are my categories, but there they are in order. And here's the blog itself. So the blog, you have all your posts in order. I only have 2 of them, but by the time we launch, or not launch, by the time we begin the Laboom Squad, I'm going to have 300. Because I have them all. I just have to populate them. So guys, I can't describe how excited I am for 2 reasons. Number 1, everything I talked about tonight. Number 2, we are under the hour. If you want to join us in the Laboom Squad, I'm going to do it quick because I know we're like literally right at the hour. And I want to win another $20 from Stephanie. I'm just kidding. I'm not taking her money anymore. Just go to octocontent.com. /affiliates. Affiliate. Yes. And when you land here, choose an affiliate here. I'm just going to go really quick and randomly grab one. Boom. Who did I pick? Carl Knapp. Just pick an affiliate. I'm in there if no one invited you. And then what you want to do is you want to watch our webinar. Even if you're not joining us, I'm going to just say it. That explains how we plan on doing this, and you'll get a lot of value from this itself. You can skip to different sections. When you're ready to join, just join up, click the link. You will go to a PayPal payment page that will look like this, and it will have odd cents, okay? So depending on who you choose, it'll be like 42 cents or 59 cents or whatever. That's how we track affiliates for this quick and dirty way of doing a quick affiliate program. And you're going to get all your information within 24 hours with your affiliate link. We'll invite you in the group, and there you have it. Okay, guys? I'm so pumped up. That wraps up today's session. We're at the hour. We're going to cut it off, make it a 1-hour webinar. We'll get in the habit of doing this. But unfortunately, in the Laboom Squad meetings, the real ones, when they start on the 23rd, the implementational ones, that will not be the case. We may go 2-3 hours. It depends. They're live and we're implementing. That's much more complex, right? It could take time because we're doing technicalities. Okay, guys, I love you guys. Can't wait to get another 100 of you in. Let's at least break the 100. We're at 82. I believe we're 82 of us. So remember, affiliates, get creative. Ask people if they're joining us on this 3-month run. Have conversations. That's the key. Ads don't work for this because you haven't nurtured them. You haven't, there's no like and trust factor. They don't know you yet. You haven't branded yourself. Ads don't work for a direct call to action. You guys understand that, right? If you don't, you will. This is why we spit out content on all platforms. Then we throw a call to action. Okay, guys, have an amazing Thursday. I love you guys. I highly recommend you re-watch this replay. It will be in the private group. It is now just a little after the hour, so it's Eastern time. We're looking at a little after 10 p.m. You should get the replay any minute now, okay, guys? Probably within the hour in your email. And it will be a link to a YouTube. This has been streaming on YouTube. So when you watch the replay of this, I know many of you will only watch the replay because you want to hear my Chewbacca impression again. I understand. It's in high demand. I'll leave you guys with it again. As I say goodbye. Have a good Thursday, guys. I'll see you all on the inside. Bye-bye now.